Hey guys, it's Andy Jeff, and today we're talking about the RP115, which at the time it came out 2 years ago was the smallest, lightest, and cheapest pro press tool. Now, there are some cheaper Chinese knockoffs, but this is a rigid product. So I want to give you a review. I gave you a review when I first bought it, and now, 2 years later, let's talk about if I'd still buy it. I'm over here at one of my rental houses. I got to put it in a water meter right there. So we're going to go ahead. I'll give you a little review, and I'll tell you why you should purchase this tool. If you're a handyman, a plumber, or if you're a landlord that just does a little bit of plumbing on the side or repairs anything, this thing is a lifesaver. And although it looks expensive, it's cheaper than paying labor to do some sweating of copper. I know that there's going to be somebody in the comments that says, oh, you can just sweat the copper. Well, I'll tell you what, I can also zip this together super fast using my ProPress tool. Okay guys, I'm going to show you just how fast this can be done with this tool. I'm going to try to do this with no cuts and go ahead and replace this water meter super fast. So we have two adapters with ProPress. The RP115 will do 3/4 or 1/2 inch copper. So here's our two adapters that I've already got made up for the water meter, and then we also have our ball valve, because you have to put a ball valve in to be able to service the meter. You can tell there's a ball valve down here. We're just going to stick one up here someplace. And I've got a cutter and some sand screen. We want to make sure we take care of all of the burrs that will be on the pipe. So there's a coupling right here. I'm going to go ahead and just take that off because I don't need the coupling. It's just another hole that can leak. Now it's important that when you're doing this that you shut your water off. All right, I'm going to take it and just come up here. All right, now we've got a piece of copper. Check it out. Next step on installing this water meter, which you might be wondering, why does this not have a water meter? Well, I live in a town that has unmetered water, and they're slowly switching everybody over to metered water because we're right along the Mississippi River, so we have plenty of water. All you have to do, sand screen that pipe like I just did, right? So then we're going to take our adapter like I was talking about, just slides right down over that. Make sure there's no burrs along the edge of your pipe right here. I sand screened the top of it in case you didn't see. There is a deburring tool. The people of the internet will tell you what I did wasn't enough, but for me, it's just perfect. Then you take your tool, and we're gonna do this with one hand. That's what's cool about this. This ProPress tool is so light. Let's go ahead and clamp it, push the button. Now, how long would that have taken for you to solder that pipe? It would have been a lot longer than that. So we're going to go ahead and put this meter together. I need the two rubber pieces. We've got little rubber pieces that come for the meter. These are a little hose washer basically. And here's our meter right here. Now, always install your water meter in the direction that the arrow is flowing. So what we're going to do is go ahead, just tighten this on. Just has to be hand tight right now. We don't need anything more than that. So we're going to go ahead and tighten up the next piece on the top of the meter. This is just in case we ever have to switch it out. We're going to sand screen off. Clean up our copper pipe here. Go ahead and put our ball valve on. Slides right over. And now I need my tape measure. BRB. Take our measurement for the ProPress. All right, now we are cutting our piece to fit in between the two. Remember, we're going to sand screen off both sides of the pipe, clean it up, and make sure you get the ends so there aren't any sharp spots that can puncture holes in the O-rings inside the fittings. Push everything together. And now, once again, with our RP 115, we're going to pro press this together with one hand. And check that out. We now have a meter that is hooked up and hooked together. Let's see if she leaks. Look at that. No leaks. So after 2 years, which I've used this tool a ton, I've installed probably 100 of these water meters. And this tool has paid for itself over and over and over again. Because this tool, when I bought it, was $1,400, and now it makes me $200 every single time I put one of these in. That's what I charge, and granted, parts are $50 or whatever. After 2 years, I've had none of my fittings leak. So I will tell you, this little guy will do the job. Now, before I get into the issues I've had with this thing, which aren't very many, I just want to say that, hey, down below in the description, there's a link to an Amazon affiliates link. Doesn't charge you anything extra, but I get a cut if you buy one of these. So if you're going to buy one, please pick it up from the link down below in the description. Really helps support the channel, and I would be forever grateful. Now, let's talk about the issues that I've had with this. The only issue I've had was one time battery went dead and I couldn't get it to register on the charger. And you want to know how I fixed it? Let me go grab the other battery, because it only comes with one battery. So the problem is since it wasn't registering on the charger, because it'd been so long since I charged this thing, I needed to jump the battery. So all I did was take a 12-volt Milwaukee battery and the rigid battery. There's a plus and a minus here. There's a plus and a minus on this side. And I took 2 paper clips, jumped them in between using a pair of pliers to hold it, because I knew it was going to get hot real fast. For a split second, the paper clips got red hot, and then the battery registered on the charger, and I was able to charge it the rest of the way. So if that issue ever happens for you, that's one way to take care of it. But I've had absolutely no issues with the press tool itself. I just wish it would do 1 inch, but to go up to the 1 inch at the time was more expensive, and you couldn't operate it with one hand. Now, I can't speak for the reliability of the Vevor, which is cheaper than this, but I can speak for the reliability of the rigid press 115. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Handy Jeff. This whole video took about 10 minutes to do, and I was explaining things to you. So installing this water meter went super fast. Now, if I had to sweat these with a torch and solder, it would take, I don't know, probably a half hour to 45 minutes. And that's if everything was working perfectly. This, it's a lot easier to use, and you don't have to play with fire. A lot of insurance companies don't even want you soldering pipe in our area anymore due to the fire risk. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in another video. And if you got any value out of this, hit the like and subscribe button. And tell me what I should fix next. We'll see you in another video. And thank you so much for watching.